Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and in today's Spin Tires video, we are going to be doing a sled pulling battle between the Ford 6.0 Powerstroke and the new Dodge Laramie Longhorn 6.7 Cummins. Now, this is going to be, I haven't done a sled pulling video in a little while, and part of the reason for that is because the sleds have been really finicky, but, well, actually, one is being super finicky right now and disappearing, but that's beside the point, because hopefully it stays here for the remainder of the video. Now, also the thing with the sleds is that if you have your dev tools on, here, let me straighten the, oh god, let me straighten the truck up. If you have your dev tools on, then it's much easier to use them. You don't have to take garage points over to them or anything like that, and it makes it a whole lot easier to use. But anyways, regardless of that, before we can pull the sleds, we have to get in them, and then we have to put garage points on so we can apply the weights. Now, I'm thinking we'll probably go with the, let's go with the 12,500 kilogram weights this time. Actually, you know what? Just so I can see, let's do the 10,000. Let's do the 10,000, see how they pull that, and then see where it goes from there. Now, we'll go back to the Dodge, and here's how we're going to do this. We're going to hitch up to the sled itself, and then, just to make sure that we are the ones pulling the sled, we have to make sure to set it to pull, and then you can have it on auto steer. That, like, after you set it to pull, that doesn't really make any difference, and turn the garage off. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is a little bit of a boosted launch, and go. It's already shifted up to second gear in automatic mode. It certainly digs in really, really well. No hiccups just yet. It's really pulling. Yeah, no hiccups just yet at all. And actually, it's not squatting the back end as much as I thought it would. I mean, it's squatting some, but it's not squatting to a level that's like, you know, that looks stupid. And it's also definitely still able to get some grip with the front tires. So I think this truck is doing very, very well, considering this is its first time pulling. Yeah, that's doing awesome. Okay, and that's across the finish line. So, as far as this truck's first time pulling, it did very, very, very well. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Ford now to see how it does on with the 10,000 kg weights. Now, let's go ahead and go into the other lane, and we'll set it up exactly the same way that we set up the Dodge. The only thing, yeah, I'm having a couple of errors with the trees. This map is super finicky. I even tried uninstalling all of my other maps and just having this one in the game. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I think with this map, you're just going to have some errors every once in a while. It's just kind of how dirt time works. But my friend Taylor, who made this truck, doesn't actually have any errors on his at all. And he's like the only person that I've talked to that doesn't have any errors with dirt time. Now, I've talked to a couple of other guys that say they have errors with it all the time. So I think it just might be a matter of, like, either how you have your mods set up or how you have your game set up. It's really weird, because Taylor uses the old style JSGME, whereas a lot of us other people use the just the Steam Workshop for our Spin Tires mods. So regardless, make sure the sled is set to pull, build some boost, and let's go. Oh wow, okay, that sinks down a lot. Definitely not pulling as fast as the Dodge did, and it's still hanging out in first gear too. We haven't shifted up to second yet. It's working. It's really working, and it feels like it's working. It's having to work harder than the Dodge. Yeah, no second gear for this thing, I don't think. Yeah, the Dodge definitely pulls on it, no pun intended. But seriously, the Dodge definitely pulls on it over the Ford. But I will say, I mean, I do want to go up in weight, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Actually, I want to see if that. Oh, yep, there's that tree going in and out again, being weird. But I mean, the Ford definitely does work. It really, like, it digs in, it pulls, it does a good job. It's just not quite as, one, not quite as powerful as the Dodge, and I think may not be as grippy either. I mean, well, actually, you know what? you know what? Strike that. The grip is really good here with the Ford. I just don't think it has the same power that the Dodge is putting down. And we can do a couple of other tests to see how they relate power-wise. But genuinely, I think this Ford is good. It's got the grip to do it. It'll still pull the same amount of weight. It just won't pull it as fast, and it doesn't appear to come off as strong as the Cummins does. A little bit further, and then we will be across the line. Both are like fully successful pulls. Neither one of them, you know, dug in and stopped. But this truck definitely took a little bit longer to make it to the end of the pulling track itself. Let's just get you. I mean, it doesn't have to be at the very end. I just want to see what the here, let me see. Pull. Just so I can pull it back just a little bit more and hit X to get the truck away from. You know what? Well, I was thinking about using one of the teleporter points, and then I realized that with how weird and screwy dirt time is, that could cause another issue. And I don't want to cause another issue. Get back down to the other end, and then what I'll do is I'll take the weights off the other sled, and... Okay, I was about to say, is it gone, or is it just disappeared? Because there's a difference between gone and disappeared. Alright, garage, and we'll get rid of the weights. And then from here, we'll actually, this should make it even easier. We'll tow this one backwards. And accelerate. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Towing backwards is a little sketchier, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's really weird and sketchy. That is the benefit of having these as garages, I guess. But to be fair, okay, it's good. It's good now. It's good now. All we gotta do is set it to pull. And we can pull it into place. Perfect. Okay. So we could just go ahead and not worry about the sleds anymore. I'm just gonna turn around, set them to max weight because we did 10,000. I think max weight is what, like 15? We'll try 15,000 kgs, and then we'll try this truck, and then we'll try the Ford, and we'll see which one fares better at max weight, or if they can even do it, if they can even pull it. Like, I'll be really proud of these trucks, especially the Ford, if they can pull that kind of weight. Move up from it just a little bit. Then we will switch to the sled itself, and then set ourselves to the maximum possible weight that we can. Yep, 15,000 kilograms. That weighs that front end down so much. So much. Alright. Now, don't let me down, Dodge. You've got this. I mean, you do have a 6.7 Cummins, and by the looks of it, you are straight piped. In fact, we'll go ahead and do that with the stack. Alright, we're hitched up. Pull. Turn the garage off. Boost. And go. Dude, it is hauling. It's up into second gear at maximum weight. Not only am I very surprised, I'm very impressed. But the only problem is, there's no smoke coming out of that stack. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Like, literally, there was no point in having it. It was just sitting there, not doing anything. It literally, dude, okay, max weight, second gear, like, some squat on the suspension, but definitely a acceptable amount, and, like, it just absolutely pulls. Absolutely pulls. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Alright, release. Not bad at all. Now all we have to do, swap over to the Ford, back up down the course, and swap into the, swap the heaviest weights we can onto that sled, and see how the Ford fares. That's weird. If you zoom out far enough, it disappears. Again, weird stuff with this map. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that this map is super weird. Alright, and a little bit further. Alright, cool. Now, oh wait, that's a little close. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a little close. We'll go ahead and change trucks. Garage, and we'll do, yeah, 15,000. Dude, Holy crap. I know this is off topic in comparison to the video, but my jaw just popped so bad. Holy crap. It hasn't popped like that in forever. Oh my god. Alright. Forget that. Pull. And give a little bit of a boost. And then go. Oh, it's trying. It's struggling a little bit. It's struggling a little bit. I mean, it's moving, though. It's not moving that slow, actually. I'm surprised that the difference between this and, like, the difference between max weight and the difference between, well, I mean, 10,000 pounds, not 10,000 pounds, 10,000 kilograms to 15,000 kilograms, it doesn't seem like that big of a difference in terms on how much the trucks are working. They are working you noticeably harder with 15,000. I mean, it's definitely noticeable, but it's not noticeable to the point where it's like they can't make it down the track. Now, I think, you know, the Dodge versus Ford was definitely a comparison that was gonna happen when it comes to pulling, and also the fact that I did some pulling before, and the pulling I did beforehand, like the pulling videos I did a couple months back, were on the older versions of the map, and I didn't really set the pulling sleds up correctly. But here they are set up correctly. They're set up exactly to pull. They're set up with the proper weight. They're set up with the proper pulling setup, so they're working as they should. The only difference I can see mainly between the 10,000 pounds and 15,000 pounds is the deeper trench that the sled digs. And we're pretty much across the line at this point. I just want to get the back axle across the line, which we now have. So not bad at all. All right, so I would say the Dodge definitely wins as far as like sled pulling goes. The Dodge pulled harder. The Dodge got to the end of the track faster with both 10,000 and 15,000. But regardless, both trucks are really, really, really good at it. So next time, we'll put a couple other trucks in the mix. If you guys want to suggest some trucks that you want me to pull with, make sure to let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Make sure you like the video. Tell me in the comments again what trucks you'd like me to use for pulling in the future. Also, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time.